Don't miss a touch of
Blog
good.
Talk Radio.
Only on AM 1470 WNN, South Florida's Health and Wealth Network.
Are you lost and perplexed when it comes to your website? You'll want to tune in to the Internet Business Hour, where we answer everyday questions about web design, new web applications, online marketing, social media, and more. We make it simple to understand and give you the latest tips, tricks, and ideas to help you keep up in today's digital marketplace. Don't miss us. Tune in to listen to the Internet Business Hour Saturdays at 2 on WWNN AM 1470 and Sundays at 2 on WSBR AM 740 Radio.
AM 1470, with even more information you can use. Join pharmacist and educator Jerry Hickey for the Invite Health Radio Show at a new time, Monday through Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Tune in for the latest information on nutrition and cutting-edge solutions to your most pressing health problems. It's the Invite Health Radio Show with pharmacist and educator Jerry Hickey at a new time, Monday through Friday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on AM 1470 WNN, South Florida's all-new Health and Wealth Network.
My grandson always tells me I worry about him too much. Well, I was worried sick when he came home from Afghanistan. He came back wounded. It wasn't a wound you could see. It was post-traumatic stress disorder. My T felt like he didn't fit in anywhere. Then I heard about Wounded Warrior Project. I don't know what they do there, but my T is smiling again.
Many of our warriors return from the battlefield with post-traumatic stress disorder. Help support them at woundedwarriorproject.org.
AM 1470 WNN is now the Health and Wealth Network, featuring more of the information you're looking for. Join us for the best health programs every day. Then, in late afternoons and evenings, tune in for more information for your financial success. Only on AM 1470 WNN, South Florida's all-new Health and Wealth Network. The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. This is the Rockers in Recovery radio show, dedicated to news, interviews, events, and festivals taking place in the rock and roll industry and in the world of bands and musicians who support recovery. Find out more by going to holisticlifestylesradio.com or join Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Now, the host of Rockers in Recovery, here's John Hollis.
Hey, welcome South Florida to another sunny South Florida afternoon. John Hollis, I'm on from 2 to 3 with Rockers in Recovery. You can check us out, of course, at holisticlifestylesradio.com, the mothership, and then, of course, rockersinrecovery.com, the new social media site that you can watch all of our events live from. We now have video streaming capability on that site, which means that you can watch our live broadcasts like the ones that are coming up here at the end of the month and the ones that will be proceeding all the way through until the 12-Step Music Fest, right at rockersinrecovery.com, right at the homepage, and you can watch the show. You can also click Listen Live on the top banner, and you can listen to our new online radio station, which is 24/7, 7 days a week of Rockers in Recovery. And, of course, we got music and we got shows, and every time we are live, starting after the 28th of this month, every time we're live here on WNN, it will be streaming there, too. So after the show gets done, then, of course, the station takes over, and we will be playing music for the rest of the day from different artists from all over the globe. We look forward to having you check out rockersinrecovery.com. Click on the Listen Live tab. Listen to some music and some shows. Hang out with us. Also, we're right here live on WNN 1470 AM in South Florida. From North Miami Beach to Cape Canaveral, if you're listening today, we're going to be talking about some events that are coming up that Rockers in Recovery is either hosting or, of course, sponsoring, and we're going to ask you to get a pen, get a piece of paper, and get ready because we're going to be having some fun over the next month. We were just invited. It was an amazing thing. We got a phone call. We were just invited, and all the gory details will be finalized on Monday, but to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland to broadcast live in July. So we're looking forward to being up at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, and we're looking forward to putting all that together. All the gory details will be spelled out on Monday, and we'll be announcing that starting, of course, next week. We have an event coming up this week. Not too long ago, we had, if you had an opportunity to check out one of the Sunday night shows that we do for 5 hours straight, from 7 to midnight, we had Sandra on, and Sandra Hoffman. Sandra's Walk for Recovery. Sandra was on with us, and we had spoken with her and our team, Kenny P., our friends from InTheRooms.com, social networking site for people in recovery. We were speaking with Sandra, and Sandra was detailing what she was going to be doing with her walk that's going to start here in sunny South Florida in Fort Lauderdale and go to Washington, D.C., where she's going to take a little bit of a break, just to rest her feet, and then she's going to continue on to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So we're going to be talking to Sandra here in a couple of minutes about that walk, but most importantly about the event that's taking place, the kickoff party, so to speak, and the fundraiser for that walk that is going to be this Saturday at Schneider Park. And we're going to find out more information about that. A couple of bands going to be there. It's going to be a good show through the day, but most importantly, it's going to be a show of solidarity for our friend Sandra, who can, of course, walk her little feet off with our support. And we're looking forward to being a part of that and being a part of Sandra's event on Saturday. And also, we have coming up some good stuff here, the Memorial Day Weekend Free Concert. May 28, 2011, 1:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Ricky Byrd, guitar singer-songwriter, Chasm Sultan, bassist singer-songwriter. Of course, Ricky's from the New York City Hit Squad and formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, and he's played with Roger Daltrey. He's played with Meatloaf. He's played with just about everybody you can imagine. Same thing with Chasm. Chasm's been with Utopia, Celine Dion, Mick Jagger, Todd Rundgren he's currently with. So, and then, of course, we also have scheduled to play and perform that day Throne Alive, Rhetoric, Johnny B. and the Road Dogs, and Keep Coming Back Band. It's going to be a great day had by all. We're looking forward to everybody coming out May 28th. Right there at 450 Southwest 2nd Street in Pompano Beach, Florida. Some of the other places that we're going to be involved with this year is huge. I'll name some of them today already, but one of the ones that we're looking forward to in June is the Go Green for the Cause. It's the Family Fun Day and Clothing Drive. This is going to be actually pretty interesting because it's Sunday, June 5th, 2011 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's actually going to go until 8 now. We already have some headlining bands that we're putting together for this. We have about 6 bands that are all confirming right now, and the more will be revealed. I will be able to make the announcement, but looks like Johnny B. and the Road Dogs will be headlining the event. We're working on some other bands to be involved with. So, again, this is June the 5th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., but actually it's not. It's 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. We look forward to you coming out, located at Chevy Chase Plaza, the corner of Margate Boulevard and 441. All activities are free. Free. We ask that you please bring a donation of unwanted clothing, toys, and household items. The more you bring, the more money we can raise for special needs children and other nonprofits in your community, in our community here. For information, you can call, of course, 954-826-4920. That's 954-826-4920. Find out more information in regards to this event. You can also call 877-799-8773. Of course, we're going to go to the phones right now. We're going to get Sandra on. And, Sandra, are you with me?
Oh, yes. Hi, good afternoon, John.
Good to have you with us. Just wanted to, of course, let everybody know what's happening this Saturday. You are having an event, and it's in regards to your walk. What time does the event start, and where is it at? And give us some details.
Okay, it starts at 11 a.m., and it's at Schneider Park on just south of State Road 84 on 4th Avenue, right over there by, Lester's Diner. A lot of people, pretty much know that area. The exact address would be 3299 Southwest 4th Avenue, Fort Lauderdale.
And, again, if you guys need any other information on where you can go, you can call 954-826-4920 or 877-799-8773. Sandra, what is this all? It is the walk. It's the kickoff party, and the, of course, benefit for your walk that you're starting in June. Correct?
Yes, and we've had some really awesome support. A lot of people showing up to help out. For one, you're going to be there, and then there's Don Wilder from the Music Fest, Rhetoric. Those guys are going to come out and play. Keep Coming Back bands, Natural Habits, and Evelyn Dalen, who is known as the Heart Painter. She's from Boca Raton. She is bringing one of her big community canvases. She'll prime it with all her beautiful hearts, and then we can all paint on it, and we're going to auction that off also. Cool,
very good stuff. And in the meantime, you're also doing some other auctions, and you're going to be talking about different community people that you're involved with, correct?
Yes, absolutely. And we've invited all the different sober houses and recovery centers and local life recovery agencies to come on out and bring their clients and also their resource information to share with the general public that we've invited to come out. And we're really looking for an awesome day. In the rooms, guys are going to come out, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right.
Rain or shine, we'll be there hanging out. So, again, you get an opportunity, you can, of course, check out Sandra just by putting into your search engines. Sandra's Walk for Recovery comes up at the top of the search engine. All of your information is there. Again, if you need any more information, you can call us directly at Rockers in Recovery at 877-799-8773, or you can call 954-826-4920. And Sandra, tell us a little bit about your walk. You can start by, I guess it's June 4th you're leaving, correct?
Yeah, that's our scheduled depart date. That's what we're looking at right now. We're hoping to leave June 4th around 7 a.m. from Fort Lauderdale, South Beach, right across from WEMR, where the big picnic area is. And we're going to be walking approximately 15 to 20 miles a day, depending on weather, traffic, and whatnot, and in the afternoon, that'll be in the mornings, every morning, and then in the afternoons, we're going to be stopping at a lot of homeless shelters, women's centers, and some different recovery centers, wherever our message is welcome, and be talking to people about homelessness, domestic violence, and of course, I am a person in recovery, and anybody that's willing that would like to talk about that also, we're just going to be planting seeds of hope along the way.
Do you have your map? Do you have this route mapped out yet?
Yeah, Coach Merrill from Fox Sports Radio, actually up in Virginia, helped us map it out. We're going because he he walked from New England to Key West a couple years ago. What we're going to do is we're going to hop on A1A. We're walking straight up to Jacksonville on A1A, and then we're cutting over to US 17 and walking the coastline all the way up to Virginia, where Coach Doug Merrill and the McShin Foundation will be stepping in to help us navigate our way into Washington, D.C. for the National Luncheon on Recovery. And then from there, we will be going up to Philadelphia, and for the entire month of September, we're going to be visiting different walks, different events, and the last 3 miles of our walk will culminate in Philadelphia for the national rally, the National Walk for Recovery, being held by Pro Walks.
Let me ask you a question, do you have your bedroll and your tent ready?
Yes, we do. We've been actively looking for an RV, but at this stage of the game, we have not yet got a donation of an RV, which would be tax deductible, by the way. So we have our support vehicle, we have a trailer and some tents and camping equipment available to us, and if that's what it takes what it takes, right?
Absolutely. And what is the team that's following you? Well, tell us a little bit about the team.
Okay, we have Bryant Productions in Miami. They approached us a couple of months ago, and we had some mutual friends, and they told them about what we were doing, and they were interested in making a documentary out of it. And they kind of hooked me right away, Veronica, when she said, they were really looking for a passion project to do. And I said, no way, this is my passion project. And she also has some family members in recovery and in long-term recovery. And, we just really hit it off. So we've been filming for about the last 2 months. And they'll be with me intermittently along the way. They're probably won't be able to go every single step of the way with us, but they're going to be with us a good portion. And we also have a friend of ours who wishes to remain anonymous, who's a retired teacher who's going to be helping my daughter and I with our schoolwork while we're on the road. He's going to be one of our drivers, our support drivers.
This sounds great. It sounds like a great opportunity to spread a message of hope and drop your seeds along the way. And one of the things that is remarkable here is that you're doing this, and you're doing this walk, and you're spreading a message of hope. Where can people go to buy the seeds online? What is a website?
Our Seeds of Recovery necklaces are available on eBay and under Sandra's. They're called the Seeds of Recovery, supporting Sandra's walk. They're also on Etsy, which is the Seeds of Recovery on Etsy. They're also available on the movementwithin.com. And all you got to do really is go to sandraswalk.org and look in our support store, and there's a picture of the mustard seed necklace. If you click on the picture, it will take you to the site where you buy the necklaces. All right,
very cool. So where they want to go is sandraswalkforrecovery.org, correct?
sandraswalk.org.
sandraswalk.org. Okay, sandraswalk.org. Check it out. And, of course, Sandra is going to be kicking this all off with, of course, the show this weekend and hanging out for the picnic. And there's going to be food there. There's going to be music there. There's going to be raffles there. There's going to be fun there. So you can check it out. And that's going to be this Saturday. And it's going to be, again, Schneider Park. And, of course, Schneider Park, if you get off of State Road 84 and you head east, you will run into Schneider Park. How does that work? Give them some directions from State Road 84 or from Interstate 95, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you can either take the Turnpike or 95 to State Road 84, which is also called Marina Mile. Mm-hmm. You go east to Southwest 4th Avenue, and you'll make a right.
Yep, heading south.
The park is about like a quarter of a mile down on the right-hand side.
There you go. Schneider Park, Saturday, someplace you definitely want to come and hang out, be a part of. Sandra, we want to thank you for being on the show today. If you have any more information, 954-826-4920. If you want any more information, 954-826-4920, 877-799-8773. Again, those numbers are 954-826-4920. And the, of course, toll-free number at Rockers in Recovery is 877-799-8773. We want to thank Sandra for being on the show today. And, Sandra, thank you for all you do for recovery and supporting recovery, and you have a blessed day.
Oh, back at you, John. Thank you so much. I'll see you Saturday.
All right, cool. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go out to a break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about more events coming up, one of them being the 12-Step Music Fest, which is the grand finale of all the things that we're doing right in November 3rd through the 6th. We'll be back right after this message.
Well, I picked up some bad habits, and they kept me running hard.
Attention, the 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest is coming November 3rd through the 6th in Sugarloaf Key, Florida. 4 days of music and fun with 12 musical acts along with the Rockers in Recovery Supergroup featuring Ricky Byrd, guitarist formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Liberty DeVito, formerly of Billy Joel, Woody Geisman of the Del Fuegos, Kason Sultan of Todd Rundgren and Utopia, Christine Ullman of the Saturday Night Live Band, and 4 more to be announced by September. Find out more about this sober Woodstock in Sugarloaf Key by joining rockersinrecovery.com or by calling 877-799-8773.
The First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach has been part of the 12-Step community for 14 years, and they've helped thousands of people to recover from addiction and the issues surrounding addiction. First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach is a sober living community built on the 12-step approach. Male or female, you can learn to be responsible again. Their 3 to 6 month intensive sober living house features a compassionate and structured program, and they work with attorneys and the courts. Call the First Step Sober House at Pompano Beach today, 954-942-7414. That's 954-942-7414. Or go online to firststepsoberhouse.com. Remember, if the elevator to your success is broken, you must take the steps. Take the first step today by calling First Step Sober House at Pompano Beach, 954-942-7414. Or go online to firststepsoberhouse.com. Are you ready to explode your business? Then you are ready to take advantage of the massive marketing power of the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. Advertise your business, product, or service with one of the most powerful multimedia platforms on the planet. With more than 300,000 online listeners, 30 social media outlets, and a booming 15 hours of live programming on South Florida's 50,000-watt mega giant, AM 1470 WNN. Your business will be exposed to hundreds of thousands of active, progressive consumers hungry for your products and services. You'll be featured on blogs, live streams, social media, at live events, and on hundreds of archived podcasts, including Rockers in Recovery, the East Coast music scene, Defending Your Money, and dozens more. Plus, prime-time national exposure during major festivals from Las Vegas to Boston and the Florida Keys. Get ready to take your business to the next level and jumpstart your branding strategy. Advertise your events, products, and services on the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. Call now for special discounted packages, 877-799-8773. That's 877-799-8773. Or visit HolisticLifestylesRadio.com.
When you're ready for a major change, make the natural choice for addiction treatment, the G&G Holistic Addiction Treatment Program. Our approach is all natural at G&G, where holistic treatments direct you to a healthy, sober way of life without substituting one addiction for another. We're a leader in the area of holistic addiction recovery, dual diagnosis, and relapse treatment. With 22 years of experience, we have thousands of success stories. Our staff is all in-house to help you ensure your success the all-natural, holistic way. Don't wait another minute. Call G&G Holistic right now at 800-559-9503. Counselors are standing by to start you on the all-natural road to recovery at G&G Holistic. Call 800-559-9503 or log on to holisticdrugrehab.com. Make the natural choice for addiction treatment, the G&G Holistic Addiction Treatment Program. Success, the all-natural, holistic way.
Free concert, Rockers in Recovery Memorial Day Weekend Concert, May 28th, 1:30 to 6:30 p.m., featuring Ricky Byrd, guitarist of the NYC Hit Squad and formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, along with Jason Sultan, bassist of Todd Rundgren and Utopia, Mick Jagger and Celine Dion, along with 3 other great bands, Johnny B and the Road Dogs, Keep Coming Back Band, and Rhetoric. Come out and join us at the First Step Sober House Memorial Day Free Concert at 450 Southwest 2nd Street, Pompano Beach. To find out more, go to rockersinrecovery.com or call 877-799-8773.
You're listening to Rockers in Recovery on WWNN 1470 AM and the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. Join us on Rockers in Recovery on Facebook or go to holisticlifestylesradio.com. Stay tuned for more Rockers in Recovery right after this message from our sponsors.
Nice. I'm John Hollis, and I'm back, and it's Rockers in Recovery, and we're here hanging out today, and we're talking about different events and different things that are happening, a little bit about Rockers in Recovery, so that way you know what we do and how we do it. Rockers in Recovery is, of course, an entity of itself, and it's part of the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. The Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network is located at holisticlifestylesradio.com. And, of course, Rockers in Recovery now has its own radio station online that you can go to rockersinrecovery.com and listen 24/7 to, of course, their online radio station 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Got branding and sponsorship opportunities. Sponsorship includes search engine optimization, blogging, digital radio ads, terrestrial radio ads, podcasting ads, social media ads, and, of course, video streaming ads, along with live events that you can promote your, of course, businesses at. So you can check us out at rockersinrecovery.com or holisticlifestylesradio.com, and you can dial 877-799 8773, and, of course, speak with somebody there. If you don't get somebody, leave a message, and somebody will get back to you. 877-799-8773. And, of course, we are here live and hanging out on WNN 1470 AM, streaming to all the streamers and all the things that we stream to. So, 1470 AM here in South Florida. What a wonderful, wonderful day. Yes, I got Joe behind the glass laughing. Yes, I'm trying to roll, baby. I'm trying to roll here today, Joe. Listen, Joe, it took me probably until about 10 just to get out of my own way. So, and then by 11, I was like actually, breathing again. Had my cup of coffee or several, and made my way in here with a smile on my face. Happy, joy. And most importantly, we're talking about events, and of course, we've talked to Sandra. Our event's coming up here this weekend. The following weekend, we're going to be up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the 21st. And we're going to be streaming live from the Sober Fest right there in the Philadelphia area. And you can find out more information by going to holisticlifestylesradio.com. It'll be blogging about it all week this week, all of the different events. And then the following week, on May 28th, we have our concert. And then the following week, on June 5th, we have the Margate concert. So we got lots of stuff going on. Go to holisticlifestylesradio.com or rockersandrecovery.com and find out all that information. And then, of course, what we're going to do is through the summer, we have all of these other smaller events, and then we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It looks like they're in the mix now, so we got a bunch of other stuff that's going on through the summer. And then what we do is we bring all of the insanity to a halt on the 2nd of November, because the 3rd through the 6th, we get to hang out with our toes in the sand down in the Florida Keys at Sugarloaf, mile marker 20 at the KOA campground, which we close off to the general public, and we open it up to all of the 12-step fellowships to come down and hang out with us for 4 days of rock and roll and 25 musical artists with a super group that has been amassed of huge proportion, and we are looking forward to everybody, of course, going through the summer, hanging out with us, going to all our different events. They're all free. And then when you get to the 12-Step Music Fest, it's 4 days, and it's $110 for 4 days in the Florida Keys, hanging out. What more could you ask for? So we're going to talk to, of course, Dawn Lauder, who's going to call in here in a couple of minutes, and we're going to talk to her about that. But the Florida Keys, this is the 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest. The 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest is something that is pretty incredible. We are currently in the process of finalizing bands and acts, and no later than the end of July, we will have a final list, and, of course, we will at that point be letting you know who the final is. But I can tell you now, we have Ricky Byrd, we have Chasm Sultan, we have Christine Allman from the Saturday Night Live Band, we have Liberty DeVito, former drummer of Billy Joel, we have, of course, Woody Geisman of the Del Fuegos, and we are also looking at 4 other places right now, or 4 other people right now that will be a part of it. We have some maybes. It's really coming down to what they're going to be doing, but I got a feeling that we got some really, really strong people that you're going to want to stay in contact with us, because you're going to want to hear that announcement. You can go to rockersandrecovery.com for all of your updates on that. And, Rockers in Recovery, we over the last 3 years that we've been online with Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network and all of the different things that we've been doing, Sober Stock, the Mayhem May, Rockers in Recovery Memorial Day Concert, the Del Fuegos reunions coming up June 24th and the 25th, Dragon Con September 2nd through the 5th, the 4th annual super group up in Boston, of course, the Spooky Empire Ocean City Boardwalk Blues Fest October 7th through the 9th, the 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest November 3rd through the 6th. We have, of course, the 3rd annual Feed the Hungry November 24th, and we're looking forward to a really cool year. Some of the other places that we're going to be this year, and we're looking forward to being there, is, of course, the NA World Conference in San Diego, the Founders Day 76th anniversary in Akron and Vermont. We're also nationwide Sober in the Sun, Musicians Picnic, Half Moon Sober Festival, the Del Fuegos Reunion, which we already mentioned. So these are some of the places that we're going to be. Plus, we're adding things as we go along because, of course, people are calling us and asking if we can be in other places. So we're grateful for the community that listens to us, and we're grateful for the community that wants us to be a part of their events. And, of course, the 12-Step Music Fest, again, is the end result of a lot of hard work and a lot of effort on behalf of No Matter What Productions and Dawn Wilder. And what we're going to do is we're going to go out to a break, and when we come back, we'll, of course, be speaking with Dawn.
The First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach has been part of the 12-Step community for 14 years, and they've helped thousands of people to recover from addiction and the issues surrounding addiction. First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach is a sober living community built on the 12-step approach. Male or female, you can learn to be responsible again. Their 3 to 6 month intensive sober living house features a compassionate and structured program, and they work with attorneys and the courts. Call the First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach today, 954-942-7414. That's 954-942-7414. Or go online to firststepsoberhouse.com. Remember, if the elevator to your success is broken, you must take the steps. Take the first step today by calling First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach, 954-942-7414. Or go online to firststepsoberhouse.com.
Free concert. Rockers in Recovery Memorial Day Weekend Concert, May 28th, 1:30 to 6:30 p.m., featuring Ricky Byrd, guitarist of the NYC Hit Squad and formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, along with Jason Salter, bassist of Todd Rundgren and Utopia, Mick Jagger and Celine Dion, along with 3 other great bands, Johnny B and the Road Dogs, Keep Coming Back Band, and Rhetoric. Come out and join us at the First Step Sober House Memorial Day Free Concert at 450 Southwest 2nd Street, Pompano Beach. To find out more, go to rockersinrecovery.com or call 877-799-8773.
When you're ready for a major change, make the natural choice for addiction treatment, the G&G Holistic Addiction Treatment Program. Our approach is all natural at G&G, where holistic treatments direct you to a healthy, sober way of life without substituting one addiction for another. We're a leader in the area of holistic addiction recovery, dual diagnosis, and relapse treatment. With 22 years of experience, we have thousands of success stories. Our staff is all in-house to help you ensure your success the all-natural, holistic way. Don't wait another minute. Call G&G Holistic right now at 800-559-9503. Counselors are standing by to start you on the all-natural road to recovery at G&G Holistic. Call 800-559-9503 or log on to holisticdrugrehab.com. Make the natural choice for addiction treatment, the G&G Holistic Addiction Treatment Program. Success, the all-natural, holistic way.
Attention, the 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest is coming November 3rd through the 6th in Sugarloaf Key, Florida. 4 days of music and fun with 12 musical acts along with the Rockers in Recovery Supergroup featuring Ricky Byrd, guitarist formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, Liberty DeVito, formerly of Billy Joel, Woody Geisman of the Del Fuegos, Jason Sultan of Todd Rundgren and Utopia, Christine Ullman of the Saturday Night Live Band, and 4 more to be announced by September. Find out more about this sober Woodstock in Sugarloaf Key by joining rockersinrecovery.com or by calling 877-799-8773.
Are you ready to explode your business? Then you are ready to take advantage of the massive marketing power of the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. Advertise your business, product, or service with one of the most powerful multimedia platforms on the planet. With more than 300,000 online listeners, 30 social media outlets, and a booming 15 hours of live programming on South Florida's 50,000-watt mega giant, AM 1470 WNN. Your business will be exposed to hundreds of thousands of active, progressive consumers hungry for your products and services. You'll be featured on blogs, live streams, social media, at live events, and on hundreds of archived podcasts, including Rockers in Recovery, the East Coast music scene, Defending Your Money, and dozens more. Plus, prime-time national exposure during major festivals from Las Vegas to Boston and the Florida Keys. Get ready to take your business to the next level and jumpstart your branding strategy. Advertise your events, products, and services on the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network. Call now for special discounted packages. 877-799-8773. That's 877-799-8773. Or visit HolisticLifestylesRadio.com. You are listening to the Rockers in Recovery Radio Show. To learn more about the broadcast, go to HolisticLifestylesRadio.com or join Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. Now back to today's show. Once again, your host, John Hollis.
Hello. And you can also check us out at rockersinrecovery.com. Check out the show. Check out any video streams that we're doing. Any live events will be right there at rockersinrecovery.com. And hang out with us and have some fun. You can also go to the mothership at holisticlifestylesradio.com. And check out all of the blogs and all of the different sponsors and all the different things that we're doing there, too. We are, of course, here hanging out live on 1470 AM, WNN. And, of course, from North Miami Beach to Cape Canaveral, we're hanging. And the listeners today have heard so far, of course, about all the different events. We had Sandra on, and Sandra's Walk for Recovery. And we talked about the upcoming event that's going to be held in May 28th. And, of course, it's a free concert. Memorial Day weekend, May 28, 2011, 1:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, Ricky Bird, guitar singer, songwriter of the New York City Hit Squad and formerly of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts and many others, along with Kazim Sultan, bass player, singer, songwriter of Todd Rundgren, Utopia, Mick Jagger, and Celine Dion, and many others. And, of course, stay tuned because more artists will be named for that show. It's coming up here May 28th. Also scheduled to perform Keep Coming Back, Rhetoric, Johnny B. and the Road Dogs, and our friends from over on the West Coast, Turn Alive. They'll all be in town hanging out with us, and we'll be doing the event located at the First Step Sober House, 450 Southwest 2nd Street, Pompano Beach, Florida. For more information, you can give a call to 954-826-4920. Again, that phone number is 954-826-4920. If you need to give us a call in regards to that event, give us a shout. Also, we have the 12-Step Music Fest. Of course, this all leads up to all of the different things that we're doing this year. And some of the things, just to go over them, of course, we got the Sober Stock coming up here. Right after Sandra's thing, our Rockers in Recovery Memorial Day weekend. We have Mayhem May, of course, the 19th through the 27th, the Del Fuegos reunion in June, along with we have a new event that we just put on today, which is the Go Green for the Cause Family Fun Day and Clothing Drive. So we got all of these different things going on. And then in the end, we get to go down to the Florida Keys, November 3rd through the 6th, put our toes in the sands, and hang out, me and Dawn Wilder. I don't know how much hanging out we'll be doing, but I can tell you we're going to have some fun, and it'll be the, of course, Sober Woodstock of South Florida, the 4th annual 12-Step Music Fest. You can go to 12stepmusicfest.com. That's 12musicfest.com. And, of course, 12stepmusicfest.com. So check that out. And, of course, we ask you to go there, and you can register. You can find out all the information. And, again, it's 12stepmusicfest.com. And, Dawn, are you with us?
I am, John. How are you?
Great. Good to have you on the show. It's good to have you back. We always have Dawn on periodically because we want people to know about the fest and what's going on with it. And most importantly, we have, of course, already kind of outlined the super group, but we wanted to talk about some of the other bands that are going to be playing there.
Absolutely. Some of the other bands, my goodness, it's just people keep calling and the lineup keeps growing, and it's exciting. We definitely have a lot of things going on. Mike Zito.
Nice.
Mike Zito is the Billboard Music Awards Song of the Year Pearl River. Mike has been clean for just coming up, they'll have 8 years, and he is just a phenomenal. We had him a couple of years back, and last year he was in Europe. He was unable to come, and it was a big, like, everyone's like, I can't believe he's not here. I guess they Facebooked him to death, and he called and said, all right, I can't miss this year. So he's very excited, and he just tore up the stage. If you are into music in any way, shape, or form, you know, my explanation of Mike is a lot of times people say that drugs make the music. What would Jimi Hendrix have been like if he hadn't been on drugs? I got to tell you what, Mike Zito is the answer to that. It will just blow your mind. He is just pure guitar genius.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you know, Mike is a blues guitarist, and he's like that Delta's blues guy, and he's just off the chain, and you're absolutely right. Unbelievable talent. If you go to any YouTube with Mike Zito, you will see exactly what you're going to do. Just go to YouTube, put in Mike Zito, and you will find out exactly what you're going to experience. It's a huge opportunity to see somebody that, no kidding, right on our show several months ago said, hey, listen, it is not hip, slick, and cool anymore to be in the other side of addiction, you know, just based on the fact that the talent gets better as you don't use.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, a lot of people, initially there's that stage fright and where will my creativity come from, and all of that stuff comes along with the initial getting clean. But I promise to anybody who, you know, is questioning that, it may take a little while, but it's unbelievable what it is to be a musician and find out, you know, just how creative and how talented we can be. It goes beyond anything that most people really can trust when you use, because, you know, the using just is such a liar to us. You know, you can't live without me, you're not going to be good without me, and, you know, we're better without it. Just so much better. It's unbelievable. And if you come out to any of the events that you, John, has mentioned, you'll see just what we're talking about. You'll see musicians. It's almost the ability to connect, the ability for the musicians to connect with the audience just shines through so much more, and the audience can feel it and see it, and it's just, and that's what happens at 12-Step Music Fest, because now not only do you have your musicians up on stage clean and sober, but you've got your audience clean and sober, and Peter Tork from the Monkees, our first year, and all the guys that were with him said to us after the event, I don't think we've ever experienced anything like this, because it, you know, everybody is there with the same feelings and the same mindset and the same understanding, and it's just a level of connection that goes beyond words. That spirituality through music and recovery is phenomenal.
You know, I love the fact that, you know, we are able to get everybody collectively in one area and have 4 days of fun and take all of the fellowships. Doesn't matter, you know, put all your negative energy aside. Come on in, hang out, have 4 days of really, really romp and fun. It costs $110 for 4 days. Is that correct?
Yep.
$110 for 4 days, and we get to support an effort here that is carrying the message and, listen, educating people, because as you're at the event, of course, you have the opportunity to have great music and great fellowship and all of that, but there's going to be some educational variety to this, too. There are going to be vendors there that are going to be educating people and talking to people about different aspects of addiction, maybe things, alternative approaches maybe you didn't know about. So all of that's going to be there for you to be able to take advantage of, not only to have a great time, but to get educated and find out formally what's going on with addiction and recovery in the community and how you can be a part to assist that. Correct, Dawn?
Absolutely. You know, and there's so much. We do workshops, and we do meetings and floating meetings, and
a floating meeting.
Yeah, meetings in the water. Everybody grabs their noodles, and we all get into the water, and we bring a megaphone, and we just share right there in the ocean. And that's quite a first for most people. And it's just, you know, you end up, if you're at the campground, you end up eating and walking around all night and being around other people who are of the same mindset. And with that said, 24/7 being immersed in that, it's like, it's a change to your recovery. It just changes the whole, because 1 hour a week, 1 hour a day is what we need to stay clean. Some of us need more, like me. But with that said, it's different when you're engrossed in it for 3 or 4 days and surrounded and see people who are, all of our staff, all of our musicians are involved in recovery. So you get to see people who live and see how we have fun and see it, life does not end at getting clean. It just begins.
Absolutely. You're just beginning the journey. It's and I'm glad that you said that, because, part of all of the things that we are doing collectively this year, which has been totally different than other years, this year we really kind of all banded together. And we collectively have been doing the Rockers in Recovery series of concerts to lead up to the 12-Step Music Fest. And we have made all of them free. And the reason that we made all of them free is because of two different things. One, we want the community to understand that you can come out for the day, hang out with us, and have a whole boatload of fun, but also the community as a whole can be educated on addiction as you're out there that day. But here's the good news. In the end, when it all comes down to it, my vacation, so to speak, is going to be the 12-Step Music Fest, because something at the end of it, when it's all said and done, I get to go down to the 12-Step Music Fest. I get to hang out to a closed park of people that are part of the fellowship and really, do my own spiritual maintenance while I'm there and hang out. Yeah, am I working during it? Yeah, absolutely. But are you connecting in a totally different way than you would from the other series that I'm involved with? Absolutely. It's a totally different hookup.
And, the other thing is, once you've done that,
mm-hmm.
It's so funny, the emails that we get from people, because it is not just Florida. It's
mm-hmm. all
over the country. And people ended up, this year, there's going to be a group of people driving down together from Ohio,
mm-hmm.
and they met at the festival. And there's just, it doesn't just end at the festival.
It's amazing because, when you start talking to people around the country, we have a lady in San Diego that is planning on making the trip. We have somebody that's up in Washington State that's planning on making the trip. I mean, these are the people that we are aware of right now that are now talking about it so much in their communities that people in their communities are asking questions and sending information. And I mean, it's just, or sending a request for information. I mean, it's an amazing thing, and it's a grassroots effort here, folks. Because listen, mainstream, even to this day, has hey, it's all great that you guys are doing what you guys are doing. You guys with the problems, but. Mainstream really has an issue with it still to this day as far as, addiction issues are concerned. And I think that's gradually getting better because we're doing things like this. Understand something, when you get an opportunity to see that it doesn't matter if you're from Park Place or Park Bench, addiction does not discriminate. It can affect anybody at any given time. I was sitting in a morning meeting this morning, a morning business meeting, and I was sitting there, and we were talking about addiction, and 2 people sitting there out of 6 people that were sitting there actually said that their loved ones had addiction issues. So let me ask you a question, folks. That means that 2 out of 6 just this morning while I was sitting at a table, on top of me being in recovery and somebody else being in recovery that was at the table, this is an amazing it doesn't discriminate. It touches everybody's lives. So this is an opportunity for everybody to understand how the addiction component works, but most importantly, get the community involved in what? The way to be able to help people that have addiction issues. Correct, Paul?
Absolutely, because that is, our programs
mm-hmm.
say that we carry the message by attraction rather than promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about you, but there's a lot of people who sit very silently and don't even have the nerve to ask. And so, if they do see that we're having events, we're having concerts, maybe they sneak in and they get a little listen, or maybe, they do things differently. And that may be the way that we have to carry the message. Not everybody's going to make it into a room first off. They have to maybe be coddled in and don't know about it. So there's just so many ways. And we just are carrying the message without breaking traditions, just showing people that we get together, we have a good time, and how amazing our lives can become.
Well, here's the good news, folks. You can actually come on up, hang out with us from the Keys this weekend. The following weekend, I'll be up in Philly, and then the following weekend we have the, of course, Rockers in Recovery concert. But those 2 weekends, this one coming up and the Rockers in Recovery weekend, you can come up from the Keys, hang out with us, and people here locally from North Miami Beach all the way up to Cape Canaveral can come on down and hang out with us, and you can find out more about the 12-Step Music Fest. Dawn will be able to pre-register some people and also get information. If she can't pre-register you, she can at least get you information and get it over to you, and you'll be able to get hard information and trifolds and all kinds of giveaways and all that stuff, so that way you can find out more about it. So we're going to look forward to seeing Dawn, of course, up here this weekend for Sandra's Walk for Recovery kickoff, the benefit. What's that?
I am going to be singing this weekend at the event.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a rare day that I get to do all of it.
Nice.
But, Sandra asked, and so I'm very excited.
And what is the lineup for the music?
For this weekend, we just added today Natural Habit, Keep Coming Back, and Rhetoric will be our closing. We are working on a DJ, and Sandra, she's quite the get out and go and get lots of things. So I believe she's getting a DJ as well. So there's going to be something for everybody there.
Cool. And in the meantime, what songs will you be singing?
Oh, I'm more of a fly by the seat of my pants. I do a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. When I was at the Bad Dance about a month ago, it seems like a lot of people miss some Motown. So I'll probably do some Motown and some originals and leave the rock and roll to the rockers that are going to be there, because Natural Habit does a lot of great Beatles stuff. Rhetoric, of course, is a great original hard rock band. Keep Coming Back, they do a lot of really fun Garcia and all of that. So it should be a great mix. Like I said, a little bit of something for everybody. And, of course, to support Sandra is really exciting, too.
Absolutely. So, in the meantime, if you'd like to find out more information on the 12-Step Music Fest, you can go to 12stepmusicfest.com. The 12-Step Music Fest, of course, is brought to you by No Matter What Productions. And, of course, this year we're working along with her over at HolisticLifestylesRadio.com and RockersInRecovery.com. So we look forward to you checking out the 12-Step Music Fest, being a part of all of the events that we're doing. I want to take this time to thank you, Dawn, for being on the air with us, and we will definitely have you back sometime next week so we can talk about all of the rest of the things that are coming up. And we're just going to start the series of I'm waiting for a list of all of the different players right now from Dawn, so that way I can start to set up the interviews, so that way we can start interviewing the artists that are going to be performing down at the Keys. We look forward to having that start. That's going to be starting towards the end of this month. Prior to our event, we will start doing that, and prior to the May 28th event. And once a week or twice a week, we'll start producing some artists on our shows that will tell you more about their music, how it all happened, and how you can check them out and how you can come down to the 12-Step Music Fest and watch them perform. So, Dawn, thank you for being on the show with me this afternoon.
Thank you, John, and thanks for all the hard work you do. Really appreciate it.
Not a problem. Have a great day. You too.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, so here we go, folks. Of course, it is towards the end of the hour here, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in. RockersInRecovery.com is the place you want to go. You can check it out. Of course, Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network produces many live broadcasts, and we do many live shows on the air, and we produce several different shows. Of course, to help balance out our listener base, some of these shows are Rockers in Recovery, the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Show, East Coast Music Scene, That Sci-Fi Show, The Shift Guru, The Legal Hour, and Youth in Recovery. Those are 7 of the different shows that we produce on the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network right here on WNN 1470 AM. We do that, of course, 7 days a week to the tune of 18 hours a week. Monday through Friday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, back on at night at 10 o'clock to 11, Saturdays from 3 to 6, Sundays from 7 to midnight. That's 18 hours a week of Rockers in Recovery, the Holistic Lifestyles Radio Network, and, of course, all of the rest of the shows like That Sci-Fi Show and The Shift Guru and all the rest of the folks that are a part of what we do here on the network. The network can be found at holisticlifestylesradio.com. The Rockers can be found at rockersinrecovery.com. And, of course, you can find us everywhere on Twitter, of course, LinkedIn, Facebook, MySpace, Reverb Nation, and many, many other social media sites like InTheRooms.com and My Sober Scene and all types of other places out there that you can check us out and go find us. And all you got to do is just throw in Rockers in Recovery into your search engine, and we come up everywhere. Put in Holistic Lifestyles Radio or Radio Network or Radio TV or whatever you want. Put it in there, and we come up on the top of the search engine also. We want to thank our sponsors for today. The First Step Sober House of Pompano Beach, who sponsored today's show. I also want to thank G&G Holistic Addiction Treatment Program for sponsoring today's show. And Laura Betts. Laura Betts, our friend Laura Betts, over at hyperbaricsrx.com. It's hyperbaricsrx.com. Laura Betts, great lady. Check out her website. She does, of course, hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Check her out. She's got some great, great stuff on her website. And thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for being a part of our show. And remember, every day above dirt is a good day.
Well, I picked up some bad habits, and they kept me running hard. I went against my better judgment. I even turned my back on God. On the streets I met my demons, and they dragged me down the drain with another shot of something just to get me past the pain. Yeah, the door is always open when the devil needs a fix. So you burn another 50 you ain't got.
The opinions expressed on this sponsored program or strictly those of the host, guests, and hosts, and are not necessarily those of this station, Jackson, and
you're in so deep, there's no way you can stop. Welcome, yeah, welcome to the last house on the block.
The preceding program is a Rockers in Recovery radio production. Rights to this program are the sole rights of Rockers in Recovery Radio, Incorporated. Rebroadcast of this program in any form without express written consent is prohibited.
Here's hoping you're healthy and wealthy. South Florida's Health and Wealth Radio Network, AM 1470, WWNN, Pompano Beach.
I'm Michael Strahan. I used to run over offensive lines and sack quarterbacks, so I know how important it is to be able to breathe well. But for the millions of people living with COPD, catching a breath is a real struggle. COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, is also known as chronic bronchitis or emphysema. Over time, it makes you feel like you're breathing through a straw. COPD is the fourth leading cause of death in the U.S. It kills one person every 4 minutes, and it took my uncle. An estimated 24 million Americans may be affected, but as many as half of them don't even know it. We have to beat the clock to spread the word about this serious disease. If you're 35 or older and have ever smoked, you might be at risk, but there are steps you can take to improve your symptoms. I'm Michael Strahan, and I drive for COPD. Join the movement at driveforcopd.com. Take our 5-question screener and talk to your doctor.
AM 1470 with even more of what you're looking for. The Health and Wealth Network is now online. Check the program schedule and listen live. Go to WWNNradio.com. That's WWNNradio.com.
Today, Jim Newcomer from Midas Resources, May 10th, 2011. Gold opened this morning at $15.1860. A 1 ounce gold coin can be purchased for $15.5713, $778.57 for a half ounce, or $389.28 for a quarter ounce. That's $15.5713, $778.57, and $389.28.
The Constitution and the Bill of Rights have been reduced to old relics politicians ignore, trample with their outlandish, overreaching policies. Your support for the Campaign for Liberty stands in the way of this insidious process. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I have teamed up with the Campaign for Liberty to offer the authentic proof quarter-ounce pure gold coin. For only $440 plus shipping, Midas will donate $100 to this incredible organization. Help fight big government by ordering your gold coin at 800-686-2237. You get to win twice by owning gold and fighting an overreaching government. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Welcoming back to the Steve Kane Show, an old sponsor and old friend, Dr. Murray Beller, who for 6 years was part of the pain management team at Midway Medical. Today, Dr. Beller operates Belfort Doctor Center, along with Alicia Cholito, MD, and massage therapist Carrie Border, the best in the business. They offer chiropractic care, non-invasive acupuncture, electrotherapy, and ultrasound. If you've had a sports or auto...
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
See care in a new light at Madonna Rehabilitation Hospitals, where top medical minds lift you up, where the very best in specialized rehabilitation brings out your very best, where over 60 years of breakthroughs in research and technology spark your newfound strength. In our world-class hospitals, this is something greater than rehabilitation. It's renewed strength for life. Learn more at MadonnaRehab.org.